everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got a bunch of things that we're going to talk about this week, but we want to start off with just how everybody's weekend went.
How'd our weekend go?
Yeah, how'd everybody's weekends go?
For the shop, it was good. Black Friday was awesome. Good turnout. You know, you never know how it's going to go when you do these things, but like a lot of people came out, got a lot of good deals. Jasper was out here, 700 Tapes was out here spinning. Facio's Dogs was selling hot dogs. Pretty cool. A lot of discounts to be had. We still got a lot of stuff. We're going to be having sales throughout. Friday, you thought went pretty well, right?
Oh, yeah. It was really good. The week was good build up to Friday. A lot of people came in, kind of scoped some stuff they wanted to take advantage of on the sales. And Friday, right when we opened, those people are already waiting to come in. And you can't ask for more than that. That was awesome.
Had a little line out there.
A little line. So it was good, yeah. We appreciate
you
it.
did doorbusters?
Yep. We still got them, too. We still got some good stuff. Doorbusters galore. And then also Saturday, I did the Terror Trader Christmas to Dismember, and that was cool. That was better than I expected. So nice weekend sales-wise.
How many people were there?
I have no idea.
Same amount of vendors as the last
They
one?
had more. They had vendors outside this time. And they had food trucks outside. The guest was, I don't know the dude's name. He played the alien in Romulus.
The
big tall dude.
8-foot tall guy? He was there?
Yeah, he was there. Wow. Sleepaway Camp, your girl.
Yeah.
And then the
Felicia.
dude, the dude from Phantasm.
Oh, no way.
Not the tall man. I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think
the other dude, he was there, and so it was cool. I did real well sales wise, so good weekend for us at the shop. Definitely. Did you do anything special this weekend?
No.
You didn't go. You said you saw Wicked last weekend.
No, I saw Wicked last weekend when it came out. This one was Moana, because it was Moana for the Thanksgiving holiday. Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah. You looking forward to the live action Moana? They just finished filming on that.
Have you seen him in his little muscle suit?
Yeah.
He doesn't look bad. I thought it looked funny because at first I was like, wait a minute. That's not his physique because he's super like thick on the midriff. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it looked good. I thought it looked good.
They could have put you in a suit.
I know, right? I wouldn't need a wig. All right, are you a big moviegoer?
Not lately, no.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been probably since like the pandemic time because there's nothing I want to see. And then if I do want to see it, remember when they're putting stuff on streaming like during the pandemic just to get like content out there?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't go to the movies to see this.
Why? Because it's like already free on streaming?
No, like it sucked. Like it was something I would have saw at the movies.
It's about the experience, not only just go to the movies. Like I get it, you want the movie to be good, it makes it more enjoyable. But I still love going just for the experience.
I always have a bad experience though.
The bad experience.
Yeah, I always have somebody sit. No matter where I sit in the theater, there's got to be somebody that wants to sit and talk.
Hello. Hey, girl. I'm in the movie.
I think I was a bigger moviegoer when there was good content being put out. When COVID happened and everyone started streaming, I was more happy because I would get to check it out, and I get upset when I watch a bad movie and it's not worth the
Real quick, while we're on the movie subject, we didn't ask you last time. What is your favorite Christmas movie? No, not favorite. My bad.
Christmas.
No, my favorite Christmas movie. What was your 3 favorite movies?
Don't say anything yet, though.
Okay.
Because I wrote down 4 of them that I think that I'm gonna get. Out of the 4, I think I'll be able to get the 3 that you said. So.
That's a tough one, man.
It is tough.
You know, that's tough.
All right, so we're doing a little bit of a guessing
way, though.
game here.
So if we put it on the spot,
see, hopefully that focuses, but if not, I'll go ding, ding, ding.
So what you're looking at is the guess.
And not in that order. Not in that order. Yeah, not in that order. Okay, it's not focusing. Not in that order, but I'll go ding, ding if he says one. I already know. I think I got it.
Let's give it a shot. I would say, just off the top of my head, favorite movies all time. You said right? 3.
Yeah, 3 favorite movies.
They Live.
Ding, ding, ding.
Phenomenal movie. There you go.
I would say, Requiem for a Dream.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
That's where he thought you might come in and say something.
You know, if you haven't seen Requiem for a Dream, definitely not a kid's movie.
But definitely check it out. It is one of those movies that I would recommend for adults. Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb on this one. I know probably a lot of people probably would say it's like a good movie for them, but probably The Warriors just right now.
Oh, okay. Top of your head, Warriors.
I was going to say it's a toss-up. you know, because
Not Outsiders?
I did like The Outsiders too. But I would say like notable ones is like Big, Labyrinth.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
rewatched Big
Oh.
recently. That movie,
So good, dude.
it's so good. But like going back and rewatching it, there's so many things that I missed. You know what I mean? And then going back, I was just like, whoa, he's a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Whoa, Robert Loggia.
Billy.
What were the other ones that you had, Jason?
I thought for sure, but I did get Clockwork.
Yeah.
No, Clockwork Orange. I was gonna say because I thought it was. Like,
Yeah.
and V for Vendetta.
Two
know
phenomenal
what?
movies. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know, I like a lot of dark movies, I guess, because once I started going down this line, I'm like, let me try to lighten it up and put those in there. But all of those are definitely some of my favorite movies of all time. V for Vendetta definitely ranks higher than Warriors.
Would you say that V for Vendetta is like your favorite like comic book adaptation movie?
That's a good one. No, I like. No, I would say because I was gonna say Watchmen.
I do really
You know,
enjoy
but
Watchmen,
it's kind of
yeah.
funny. They're both like DC Vertigos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I never read V for Vendetta, so
Oh, okay.
I only have seen the movie. But I did read The Watchmen.
I would say V for Vendetta was pretty spot on. It was
Yeah.
pretty close to like
Oh,
the
The Crow?
adaptation.
The Crow.
The Crow is also another
Yeah.
beautiful dark movie.
Yeah.
Still holds up to this day.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Definitely watch that one at least once a year. The Crow.
There's too many.
I know there really is. Yeah.
That's why I told him it's hard to pick. It's like if you had like multiple kids, like picking your favorite kid. But
Yeah, and then
because Warriors would be on mine, Crow would too. But like it depends on my mood, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah. And then I tried to go back as a kid too because those movies like V for Vendetta, what is that, like 2000?
Yeah.
You know, somewhere in
Yeah.
there. The Crow, like early 2000s, late 90s. Something.
No, Crow was
90s.
90s.
Mid-90s.
It was like
94.
90, yeah, 95 maybe, and then I think V for Vendetta was like 2006.
Man, Purple Rain.
Purple Rain,
you know,
Lake. What was it? Lake
Minnetonka.
Minnetonka. Yeah,
A little.
I always wanted to go there.
A little fun fact too, my DJ name Stargroove, and I got that from the movie character Stargroove
From
Star
Gems. From Gems.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
from Never Too Young to Die,
Oh, okay.
which has Vanity in it as well.
and John Stamos.
John Stamos.
James
that's my
Stamos
guy.
is- yeah.
Uncle Jesse,
Star
can't go
Girl.
wrong. Yeah.
So if you'll excuse me, I don't have a lot of time here. I gotta save the world.
All right. Well, what about? We'll just keep on the movie topic. What would you say like your favorite Christmas movie is?
Man, that's a tough one too.
I know you got to narrow it down.
Yeah, that's a tough one. As a kid, I recall watching that is it A Christmas Carol, the one with the cartoon?
Oh, where he sticks his tongue on the pole? A Christmas kid?
No,
that's a Christmas
no.
story.
It's the cartoon, the one with Ebenezer Scrooge and the
Christmas Carol.
and like Scrooge McDuck, and I just remember watching that like all the time. You know, that or that clay animation movie, the one with Bumble, it's got like what is that called? It's
Claymation? What do you?
Yeah, it's claymation.
animation, and there's like a little lumberjack guy, and then he goes and there's like there's a Yeti.
And
You're talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I think that's
Yeah, it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, it was. I was
He's a-
letting you go
he
for a
was-
minute. I was
he
like,
was-
Oh, a water pistol that shoots jelly.
That's a good one.
No, it is. Yeah, but I was gonna say my favorite Christmas Carol has got to be the one with the Muppets.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Oh, it's so good because the actors they take he takes the role very seriously,
Uh-huh.
which makes it really good because he treats all the Muppets as if they're like real like people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's really you should watch that version. It's really good. It's a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, and then of course the one with You'll Shoot Your Eye Out. That's
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
yeah, Christmas Story.
Story.
Yeah.
There you go.
That used to be kind of one of my top ones, but they play it a lot.
Oh,
Muppets,
wow.
man, I was never into Muppets at all. Like I couldn't get into any of them.
Oh, I love the Muppets.
They do
Yeah.
musicals, and I'm not a musical dude. Isn't John Denver in that one? Because I think I have the soundtrack for.
Yeah, is that the guy who played Alfred in the Batman Begins? He's the main. He plays Scrooge McDuck in the Muppet Christmas Carol.
No,
Not John Denver. He
No,
was
what's
only
his
in that
name?
I think he's on the soundtrack though.
Yeah. Okay.
My favorite one would be current ones though. Would be current.
What is it? Red One?
Didn't go see that.
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
sure that'll be on the bottom. Polar Express was pretty good for what
Trash. Sorry.
it was. The animation was good on it.
That animation was horrible. You talking about the Polar Express with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
No, that movie's excuse me. Sorry.
I hated this movie. Hated this movie. Hated it. Hated every simpering, stupid, vacant, audience-insulting moment of it.
Personal opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not that big a fan of Christmas movies anyway. I like Christmas, but the movies usually are kind of cheesy. But National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is probably like for comedies, like that's tops.
I definitely would have to give it to.
Yeah,
that movie's great.
One they did recently, 8-Bit Christmas, because it was kind of like it was 80s. It was like when we grew up. Like,
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Kind of cheesy too, but it's just kind of that one brings back like memories. And, everybody around that time, like 80s was cool. New classic though, Terrifier 3.
Terrifier. I would have to go with Krampus. I watched that movie every Christmas. The one that came out was like 10 years ago, I think, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one right there is just my favorite. I wish he would have took that Santa mask off. He never does, but still, it's just one of my favorite movies with the Jack in the Box where he's eating the children, and just that one's my favorite. I love that movie.
Yeah, I rewatched that one recently. I didn't like it when it first came out for some reason. I think I was expecting something different, but now it's good.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the ones I go back to.
It's different, yeah. Or, if you can't find one of those movies, you can watch like the Hallmark Channel and find all those classics.
Oh, like those
love for the holidays and whatever. They're all love for the holiday. They all have the same like theme.
Yeah, they have a spouse. They run into somebody else that becomes their new spouse. Then they leave that spouse, and then it's a happy holiday.
And they make the old spouse look like he's like an asshole.
Yeah.
So everyone in this town just really loves Christmas.
Yeah, something like that.
Book the ultimate romantic destination, Christmasland, where all your holiday dreams come true. Believe in Christmas. Only on Hallmark Channel.
All right, well, since we're sticking to like favorites of all times, why don't we go over what everybody's like favorite toy line? What would you say your favorite toy line is?
My favorite probably was Masters of the Universe.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Skeletor is his enemy.
He-Man.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because I just remember that was one of the first like figures like that I remember getting, like Beastman and Man at Arms. I just remember getting them from my great grandfather. The first time I ever met him, he brought some toys with him. He was from New York.
He loved bombed you.
Yeah, and I was it worked.
He was
I was
like, here's some He-Man figures.
Yeah, and this was they were cool though. So I like that line, and then there was other stuff too, but I'd probably say that was my favorite for that time. Yeah, my brother was more into G.I. Joe. I like G.I. Joe, but He-Man definitely Motu for that time.
Okay, what about you, toy line wise? It is a good one. Yeah, I just can't stop thinking about all the characters.
I gotta say, definitely, it's gotta be G.I. Joe.
Better move out, you're G.I. Joe. Mission accomplished, G.I. Joe.
I just, the impression that kind of left on me, because I love Transformers too, but I used to just fiend for those little, like, the 3/4 G.I. Joes, because Transformers are kind of pricey, So they were definitely more accessible. G.I. Joe.
Yeah, GoBots.
Shout out to Penny. It was like Yellow Front. J.C. Penney's would carry them. Osco Drugs. And one more. There
wasn't it called like Penny Saver?
Penny Savers. There you go. Yeah.
Old school.
For me right now, the only one that really is coming to mind is Skeleton Warriors.
You were into that?
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
I had the whole set. Every single one of those figures. I can't remember the names for the life of me, but there was like the spider one with like the 8 arms, the queen who for some reason had the breastplates.
Well, she had breastplates. So
yeah, and then but I just remember all that lineup, and it's like, that's the one that comes to my mind right now. It's like, as much as I love all the other stuff like He-Man, Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, G.I. Joes, Skeleton Warriors, just to me, I loved how crazy those figures looked. You know what I mean?
They had good designs. Yeah, that was another one I was going to say, but it wasn't my favorite. But I had a lot of them because they were cheap and easy to collect. Muscles.
Oh, muscles. Yeah, okay.
They had cool designs, and you can use them for whatever. They were supposed to be alien wrestlers, but you can use them. I use them as like superheroes and villains.
Muscle things, what could be worse?
Muscle Part 2. They're orange, they're green, they're purple.
One of my favorites. Yeah, I like all that stuff though. 80s pretty much because I wanted all of it. Like James said, Transformers. They were pricey, so I remember not ever getting Transformers. I get GoBots or like the knockoff Transformers, like Radio Shack ones and stuff. So.
They would say on the label just as good as a Transformer
because they were pricey at the time. Transformers were wild. Like the price was like maybe $20, but that was a lot back then.
Yeah, but then your mom would give you the little generic one and be like, it's just the same, and you're looking at like, I don't even know what vehicle this is. You know?
Yeah, I don't know how many of the submarine ones I had, like different colors, like gray, blue, like GoBot. Freaking. Speaking of whack. No, remember we were talking about like we said what's the worst gift, but we're like we didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
But I was like, when I was younger, I used to get upset like you get clothes and stuff and like underwear.
Dude,
but we were talking though, we're like, but that's stuff I want now. So like I want underwear and socks, but when we were little, you'd get all disappointed because you get clothes, but like you needed clothes.
I still expect toys. That's what I like to get for Christmas. I don't care about the underwear. I want toys, comic books. Yeah, love
underwear
it.
all the way for me, dude.
Underwear all the way.
Another sweater.
That's from Nana, and you're gonna tell her how much you like it when she gets here.
Same over here.
Yeah,
definitely clothes and some nice socks, some nice boxers.
Yeah, because I don't spend a lot on myself for clothes, so it's like, just wait for people to buy me stuff.
Toys, just in case if anyone's wondering, I would like toys.
If you want to send us anything,
if you want to donate to us, socks and underwear and toys. Collectibles right here.
Yeah. I just want to put that up. Didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings by saying what's the worst like toy and stuff we got.
Let me add something to last time when I did my quick interview with the Crossfire gift for Christmas. It was also from my Aunt Kathy. I can't leave her out. I said my Uncle Chris, but my Aunt Kathy definitely was part of that present.
She was the one that hooked you up with it?
Well, that was his legit aunt.
Yeah, my Uncle Chris is married to my Aunt Kathy, my actual aunt.
What else is going on in the business?
Let's see. Business of what? Toys?
You want to talk about the business of toys or what? Not life. Nobody cares what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Nobody cares about life. Guys, what about the business of toys? What are you talking about? Last week we covered the NECA, right? The shipping back. And then what do you got in mind right now?
Well, I want to talk about like business-wise, like vintage versus like modern.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, go ahead. Take the lead.
Well, I mean, James and I think we both prefer vintage stuff. But like the market for that's kind of down right now, or not as many people are looking for it. Everyone's looking for the modern stuff. So it's like a balance. Like we like the older stuff, but now we have to get the newer stuff, but the newer stuff is harder to get.
Okay, so you personally don't like the modern stuff, or is some of it, if you had to choose a modern one out of all of them right now, what would it be? Top three
modern toys that we have in here?
Yeah.
Marvel Legends, Transformers, but they're see, all this stuff is older stuff that they're like redoing now. Transformers is good. Like SH Figure Arts, like pretty much the Dragon Ball stuff is good for the new stuff. Nothing wrong with that, but it's hard to get that stuff, especially because we talked about the wholesale, the margins and stuff are not that good on it. So I would rather buy vintage stuff off of people, at a price. I'm into vintage stuff more. I know more about it, but now, people want the newer stuff, so you have to kind of balance it. But I mean, I'm pretty sure James will say the same thing. He prefers vintage over.
Definitely.
Yeah. But what sells more though?
As of right now, currently, like this year, we've sold more modern than vintage, which we've been able to accumulate more vintage because people aren't buying it as much. But when we first opened the store, close to 4 years ago, it was 70% vintage, 30% modern, and we sold all of that stuff.
Well, could you say that it might fluctuate? Like, you think it kind of goes back and forth? Like 6 months is vintage, the next 6 months it might be modern. Do you think it'll go back more towards vintage?
I think it really depends on the customer clientele. I think people from out of town, when they come in, they're usually hunting for vintage. Okay. and our everyday customers mostly are looking for modern. And I think in the modern current like market, it's Marvel Legends, like anything Spider-Man, anything Deadpool. Wolverine has always been a popular seller. I think the Star Wars like 6 inch and 3 3/4. I think that's dipped down a lot. Just because of the movies, the shows, like not very much interest.
Not very much.
We're not going to get into the quality of Star Wars movies right now. We'll be here. We'll be here all night.
Not yet. Not yet. Save that.
Yeah.
Save that.
Well, so then what would you say, like, out of the modern stuff is like your personal favorite? Like, which ones do you like?
Transformers all the way.
All the way, even like the newer modern ones?
So what they're doing right now is taking if you know anything about Transformers, 80s Transformers has the least playability when it comes to the actual robot just standing there.
The articulation, you mean?
Yeah, the fun is in transforming the item. Just to let you know as well too, when we would get those small gifts of just the mini bots, that's like 2-3 levels of transformation where just the arms pop out, the body folds up, and then the legs.
The head's like
out.
already just kind of stuck to the bottom of the video. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, absolutely.
And with the more degrees of the deluxe figure, you get into like maybe 20 positions of like change. With the modern stuff now, they're taking all those old vintage toys that we love and they're giving them almost full articulation.
Oh yeah, what do you think about, real quick, those ones that are self-transforming?
Me personally, I'm not really into that. I think it's really cool to see technology go to that level of like almost what would you call that, like design, where they can
Technology, I guess.
technology go into its like level
full potential. They're full articulated potential.
Yeah, but the whole point of a transformer is like a Rubik's cube. It's like it's hands on. It's you want to take it from one thing, which is a vehicle or whatever it may be, and then change it into the robot. When you speak command something, and it's cool. You have an app on your phone and you can drive it around and have it do stuff. But that's like a remote control car to me.
Do you remember losing the instructions and then forgetting how to transform the transformer? There's got to be that one, because like I had a lot of transformers, but there was always like the one or two that I would forget how to transform it, and it would just be stuck in purgatory, like halfway transformed.
Just the modern stuff, just like all the stuff, the old stuff is too easy. Like I just know it. It's like you said, once you know a Rubik's cube, you know the numbers of times to change it, the ways it needs to go in. Every time we get the vintage stuff, I always just transform it just to see if I could still do it, and
well, I give it to him because I'm not touching him. If it comes in robot form, it's going in the case robot form.
Yeah.
If it comes as a car, it's going in the case as a car.
You don't want to play with it?
I don't want to be one. I feel like I'm gonna break them. Yeah. But
you might break them.
Yeah, I'm like, here, James, try this out, and if he's like, I'm not sure on that one either, then it's like it goes in.
So again, you would prefer vintage versus modern?
I'm definitely a vintage collector over modern. Definitely.
But shop wise, right now, the new stuff is kind of what's taking over, which is fine.
What's like a hot item right now? What's like when you're thinking about this topic right now? What's like a hot modern figure that like everybody's like looking for?
Yeah, like the Dragon Ball, Mezco, the Mayfek stuff, Legends, depending on which ones they are. It's just like that's the modern stuff, which is cool because then that means we're getting new collectors in the game too. So a lot of these, I call them kids, but because they're in their early 20s.
47. He was a fucking kid. Me, I'm an old man.
They come in and you can tell they're just getting into it, which is cool. And that's what they're used to. They're used to growing up with the Dragon Ball Z, Spider-Man, Marvel, and all that stuff's been hot for a while. But they're not looking for, Transformers too, but they're not looking for some of those older like waves and stuff, older lines. Because you go what you're used to. So
yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of these, like the modern stuff, but lately I've been heavily getting into the third-party stuff. They have like the crazy names. We're gonna do a review on one of these figures like later on, but some of this third-party stuff is just blowing it out of the water for me. The attention to detail, the way they're able to sneak things in there. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, this is a tiger. You know, this is a volleyball player, but then all of a sudden it comes with bonus pieces that turns it into like things that you just already know and love.
Because they're not licensed, so they don't have the licensor like saying you need to do this. This is how
like I like
be.
NECA and I like the Marvel Legends, but some of this third party stuff again, and then like Hot Toys, absolutely love Hot Toys.
Hot Toys is cool, but it's kind of dipped for us. Like I noticed a lot of the 1/6 has kind of gone down. Like we just don't have people asking for it.
I feel like it's because the price, right?
Yeah,
the price on some of these are just
And Hot Toys offers that if you do pre-order, like you can make payments too.
Yeah,
so
I've seen that.
We're not going to be able to
not
beat
a
that.
new thing?
No, it's been happening for a while. So I figure people that are into it usually order their stuff ahead of time. That's what most of these toys anyway too. People don't want to miss out, so they're pre-ordering a lot of it. So they're beating us to like the market because we don't get it.
But a lot of those pre-orders sell out within like seconds.
They do, and that's where it comes in. Or somebody said, "Oh, I was going to order that, and I didn't," and then we happen to have it. That's where you kind of win, but it's not how it was before, where the only way to get it was you're getting it from a store.
Yeah, true.
So that's a battle, but there's always, obstacles.
I think 6 inches kind of beating out 12-inch scale.
In what content? What do you?
Hey! What? This is an elementary school!
One thing I was going to say is, you talk about hottest item and stuff. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has its run going pretty strong right now.
Have you seen that new third-party lineup that they came with? They're
the 5-inch.
Those 5-inch ones.
We have like 2 of them. Yeah, those are really cool.
Those ones, but they're coming out with another lineup. I think they're 5.5, maybe 6. Have you seen them?
Yep.
They're even more detailed. Some of them have like real metal, like on the weapons. It comes with like real metal.
Yeah? I think that's Joy Toy. You talking about
the Joy Toy one? Yeah, that's the name of it. That one looks. I love it. Yeah. Again, third party stuff, they're like blowing it up. Again, I'm not knocking like all the modern day, like, main lineups, but the turtle stuff has been just always been there. It's definitely like on a comeback right now. Would you say like a comeback?
You know what? I think it's never really left because I think there's generations of Ninja Turtle collectors now.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? Ninja Turtles is actually one of my favorite movies of all time.
Real quick, have you? I just wanted to mention they're doing a Last Ronin movie. Have you heard about it?
I have heard about it.
It's going to be rated R, but they're aggressively trying to tie it to the original 1990s turtle movie. Mm-hmm. They want to do live action, and they want those turtles and those characters to be the characters in the Last Ronin movie.
Is Corey Feldman coming back? Is he going to be one of them? Hopefully, he works on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Is Jim Henson's? Are they going to be able to make the puppets?
So I've actually heard from somebody that they're in talks to do the puppets on that. Yeah. It is something that they are looking into. It all just depends on,
they will. They'll spend all the money to get it done, and then they're like, oh, CGI.
That was one of the things they said is they don't want to do CGI. They want to heavily focus on like live action. Okay. So we'll see what they do.
Yeah. Real quick, I'll make a quick analogy of my interpretation of third-party companies making figures and what these large companies can do. I think a third-party company can make a really good, detailed, super cool figure because their production levels are really low.
Kind of like what is it called, supply and demand? Like where when you order them, they make yeah, exactly.
And if you compared it to like a car, if you had like a say like a really fancy car where like a Lamborghini, they are all handmade. Yeah, and then you have like a Corvette made by Chevy, and those are produced on a line and a little bit more production wise. So you get quality, and then you have quantity on the other side. So
it makes sense, yeah. Because I don't mind people staying over there, in like the name brand stuff, because then that means I get all of my third party stuff when I go to pre-order them. Because some of them do sell out within like minutes, because they look really nice.
There is a shift. I think sometimes that stuff comes from the same factory too.
Sometimes like they get the mold.
That Mayfex thing, like the CT stuff they're getting is like that Wolverine is like
almost. You're kind of just like, oh, I've seen this already.
But they don't have the rules and stuff over there, so they can do that stuff. Who's going to go after them over there?
Right. And then, did you say something about you wanted to do shout outs, or did you want to talk about anything else?
No, shout outs, yeah.
Let's keep it as shout outs.
Beats by Rashad. I want to shout him out. He does the intro song. I forgot to give him shout outs the first 2 episodes, so definitely appreciate it.
Most definitely.
And then we got Edgar Riveron doing the, you won't be able to see him, but he's waving at us.
Cameraman back here.
Yeah, he's camera editing. So he's the one doing all the cool inserts and stuff on the video. So if you're liking that, that's all him.
Seamless, huh? You're fired.
Special shout outs. I was going to give a special shout out, which I missed last week, to Tian, my girlfriend. She is our partner as well, too, in the whole toy game. She's been with me since the beginning, since we started doing toys, and with Jason opening up the shop. So shout out to Tian. Appreciate you.
Is Tian ever going to be in any of these videos?
Maybe.
We can, yeah.
Maybe. Well, I didn't know. That's what
we're trying to get it down first. We're gonna have guests on. And
well, yeah, we're doing shout out stuff. So I was just wondering. Yeah,
we can get her story for sure. Yeah. Shout out to Tian. We've been forgetting to shout out a lot of people, so we're making up for it now.
Yep.
If we missed you, we'll get you on one of these videos.
Did you shout out your mom? Because if you didn't,
thanks, Mom, for having me.
But my mom says I'm cool.
Who wants to do some unboxing? Who wants to open something up?
All right, so what we have here is the Kong Studios. This is the SS3 Son Goku. And let's go ahead and get that open right there. Pop this body out of the package. So really detailed. It's got full articulation, really nice. Got the ab crunch. Move in multiple directions. And assembly, you can see right over here.
I want to see him with the tiger head on there.
Look at his adorable little bear claws.
God of destruction. Put the little panther head on there.
One final head.
Put his little paws too.
I need the peg for the head.
Oh, those ones don't peg on.
It's got a.
Well, we didn't think that one through. These ones have. I think you use that same peg.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just put that head on there. Yeah, the hair piece comes out. He has no hands.
No hands. Look, Mom, no hands.
So pretty much, if you're into SH Figure Arts and you're looking for something else, it's a third-party one you can get. Kong Studios does some good stuff, and also they haven't made a version like that. So if you want a version, you can get that one. Definitely didn't make one with the panther heads. All right, so every week we're gonna want to open up something for you guys, third-party, smaller toy companies. If you have something you want us to open on the show, send it to Polar Bears Pop Culture Shop, 2240 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 102, and that's Tempe, AZ 85288. It will put it on the show, and we're gonna try to do one of these every week, showcase some of the cooler stuff that's not from the bigger companies out. So we appreciate it if you send us something. If you're a smaller company and want to get your item opened on here.
Honestly, just briefly looking at this, I would pick this up. I do like all the articulation, like double D joints, the butterfly shoulders. He's got bicep swivel, like just a brief little rundown. I would definitely pick this up just to give it a go and play with it.
Yeah, and they're making stuff, like I said, that SH isn't making yet. So like you're not going to get that in the SH Figure Arts. Like, and I know retail, like when they put them out, they're about $80. So like what you get for it's not bad, and then they go up, you know, in the secondary market after that. But Kong Studios, check them out if you haven't yet. And we do have some Kong Studios figures in the shop. So if you want to come down, you're local, come check them out.
Well, awesome. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when another one of these awesome epic videos goes up. And again, check out that Dragon Ball Z figure.
Yeah, we're hoping you're enjoying the videos. Stay tuned.